What's up, YouTube? How we doing? Yes. It has been approximately 3 years and 22 days since my last visit to the Tortured Poets department. And apparently they've added a new section to the building. They got an anthology section that I have not toured yet. So this is gonna be our first visit to the anthology department of the Tortured Poets department for the anthology of the Tortured Poets department. Before we go there, yeah, because it took a really long time to get there. We have to, yeah. I'm putting on this cardigan is all I'm trying to say. I think it's better than that 1989 cardigan. Oh, brother. I like this one. Like, I can see myself actually wearing this one in the winter. It's a nice color. It's like anthology gray. My house is actually not hot at the moment, so we'll see how long I can keep this on. Okay, now we are prepared. It's literally the middle of June, almost the end of June, and I'm just now getting to this. We are starting with The Black Dog. It's track 17. We have 15 tracks to get to. 16 tracks, 15 or 16 tracks. There's one song on here that I have heard, and I love it so much, but I haven't heard Taylor's version. I've been listening to an AI version of another artist singing this song, and I love it so much. So I hope Taylor's is gonna be good. I'll tell y'all when we get to that track. Follow me on social medias. They are here and linked down in the description below. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, and of course, click that notification bell so you're always notified when I post more Taylor Swift content. Here we go with track 1, or track 17, The Black Dog.
You shared your secret into some bar called the Black Dog and pierced new holes in my heart. You forgot to turn it off. Understand?
Oh, come on, Taylor.
You don't miss me in the Black Dog. When someone plays the starting line and you jump up, old habits die. Sweet.
God, that scared me! That scared me! But I'm going back to hear it again. Oh, that is a jump scare. That's so Jack Antonoff coded too.
Said I needed a brave man, then proceeded to play him until I believed it too.
Oh.
And it kills me.
I love how she like drags her exes in the most elegant way. Like, imagine saying like, you said you were a brave man and then you started to play him. It was just a role. Like, that's not who you are. Like, she has a way with words. Or you said I needed a brave man is the lyric, I'm sorry. You said I needed a brave man, then proceeded to play him. Like, that's not even true. That's not even who you really are. This is an act. And you played him well, but like, it's not you.
I just don't understand how you don't miss me in the shower and remember old habits.
We're getting it again? Come on.
6 weeks of breathing clean air. I still miss the smoke and hire a priest to calm and exercise my demons. Even if I die
I love this build up.
and I hope it's shady in the Black Dog, the tragic dream.
Like, even that line is like a subtle dig. Like, her saying, you used to, basically she's saying like, you used to come to this bar with me. You used to take me to the Black Dog. And now you're here with this girl and this song is playing and she's too young to even know the song. Like, she's like subtly hinting like, why are you with this girl? Like, why are you with her when, I'm not saying she's underage, but why are you with someone that's too young to even like understand references that we understood? Not saying she's, you know, calling him weird or creepy, but she's definitely hinting like, this new girl, she's so much younger. I don't know. I don't want to, because I don't know who she's talking about. I'm assuming it's about Joe, and I don't want to assume that he's weird or a creep in any of those ways. But I like that she does those subtle shots.
I still can't
also love how she gives, like, she breathes life into these locations that she's experienced. Like, I'm trying to think of other songs where she's done that. There's so many, so I don't on Lover, Cornelia Street. Like, there's just references where, or there's songs where, like, this location has so much meaning. And I don't see that a lot with other artists. I don't see other artists talking about, like, this specific place where this specific thing happened, and now because of these events, this place has a different meaning now. Like, I feel like she's really good at doing that, giving life to a specific location or a specific item. All right, here we go with track 18, I'm Gonna Get You Back, but they're all lowercase and there's no spaces between the words. I'm gonna get you back. This is Jack. Let me see. Let me check the credits.
Like short skirt, the one that fits me like skin.
Whenever I hear like a fluttering noise, that's like a signature of his. But I do like this beat. I like this pattern.
I can tell when somebody still wants me. Come clean, standing at the bar like something's funny. Bubbly, once you fix your face, I'm going in.
Oh!
Haven't decided yet, but I'm gonna get you back. Whether I'm gonna curse you out or take you back to my house.
Listen, I know that these two fan bases don't really get along anymore, but as somebody who loves them both, I'm going to call out what I'm hearing. I'm gonna get it back. I'm gonna make it right, just gonna make them feel. I don't know the lyrics, but I definitely realize that she's doing a double meaning with Get You Back the same way Olivia Rodrigo did a double meaning with Get You Back or Get Him Back. She's gonna get this person back as in revenge because she doesn't know if she's gonna curse him out, or she's gonna get this person back as in start dating them again, take you back to my house.
But I'm gonna get you back.
Ooh, that was so like pleasing to hear. The swelling of that instrument.
What you did.
Hey.
Aston Martin, that you steered straight into the ditch. Haven't decided yet, but I'm gonna get you back. Whether I'm gonna flip you off.
Oh, I like this.
Pull you into the closet. I haven't decided yet, but I'm gonna get you back. But you are never mine.
Period. You were never not mine. You've always been mine. What she say? You belong to me. You belong to me.
Push the reset button. We're becoming something new. Say you got somebody, I'll say I got someone too. Pick your poison, babe. I'm poison either way. Whether I'm gonna be your wife or gonna smash up your bike.
I like this. I like this instrumentally. Like, don't get me wrong. I already love what she's saying lyrically. It's cool. But I'm liking this instrumental. Like, I want to put emphasis on it because I do feel like Jack kind of, I don't want to drag him, but I feel like he does get kind of like monotonous when it comes to the music that he makes, specifically with Taylor. Like, I've heard the fluttering instrument. Like, you know that's him. That's like a signature of his. But I like how he's playing around with like the highs and lows, the ins and outs of things, how it gets loud and in your face or it goes away. And now he's giving us a completely a cappella moment. I heard some acoustic earlier. He's playing around with it, and I gotta give him his 10s when 10s are due, you know? Like, it sounds good. I'm enjoying it a lot.
Poison, babe. I'm poison either way. Whether I'm gonna be your wife or gonna smash up your bike, I haven't decided yet. Make you wanna think twice. You'll find that you are never mine. I'm gonna get you back.
Oh yeah, this one was pleasing to me in every single way. I like the rhythm, I like the beat, I like the fluttering, I like the swelling of instruments, I liked her voice on it, I like the acapella moment. Like, yeah, he ate that. They ate that together. Here we go with track 19, The Albatross.
Wise men once said, wild winds are death to the candle rose by any other name is a scandal. Only liquor
I want to know what albatross means. A large white ocean bird that has very long wings. Oh, okay, that's one meaning of it, but it's also a continuing problem that makes it difficult or impossible to do or achieve something. Also, sorry if I keep yawning. It's currently 3 a.m. I'm not physically tired, but like whenever I sit down in this spot for a long period of time, I just start to yawn. Ignore them. I'm very much engaged. I'm very much awake.
Locked me up in towers, but I'd visit in your dreams, and they tried to warn you about me. Devils that you know raise worse hell than a stranger. She's the death you chose. You're in terrible danger.
The way that she's singing this so sweetly, but like these lyrics are not sweet at all.
And then none of it matters. Wise men once read fake news, and they believed it. Spread my wings like a parachute. I'm the albatross.
It's her. Love the lyric switch.
Devil that you know looks now more like an angel.
Oh, period. The entire perspective is being changed. Like, at first it was, the lyrics were, this girl is a problem, this girl is dangerous, be very prepared, be very scared, she's coming for you, you are in danger. And now it's, I am this girl. I'm not the devil that you think I am. I swept in at the rescue. Like, I love that she's choosing, now that the perspective is flipped to her instead of from everyone else, she's saying like, why are y'all so scared? Like, I'm not danger, I'm not trouble, I'm not this monster that y'all think I am.
Life you chose and all this terrible danger. This terrible danger.
Oh, that's so cute.
She's the albatross. She is here to destroy you.
Period. I like this one. Here we go with track 20. Chloe or Sam or Sophia or Marcus.
Your hologram stumbled into my apartment, hands in the hair of somebody in darkness, named Chloe or Sam or Sophia or Marcus.
What she mean by that? Hands in the hair of somebody in darkness named Chloe or Sam or Sophia or Marcus. Boys and girls? Girls and boys? And is she referring to... Okay, wait, I'm trying to actually pay attention to what she's saying. Your hologram stumbled into my apartment, hands in the hair of somebody in darkness named Chloe or Sam or Sophia or Marcus. And I just watched it happen. So, like, this isn't actually happening? Like, what does she mean by hologram? Is this, like, something that she's picturing in her head? Like, she's worried about this happening, so she sees it happening, but it's not actually happening? Regardless of if it's happening or not, she can see this person, whether it's Joe or somebody else, she can see them with other people, not just women, but like men as well.
Out with somebody new who seemed like he would have bullied you in school, and you just watch it happen. If you want to tear my world apart, just say you've always wondered. Changed into goddesses, villains and fools, changed plans and lovers and outfits and rules, all to outrun my desertion of you, and you just watched it. If the glint in my eye traced the depths of your side on the passage in time, back to the moment I crashed into you, like so many wrecks do, that make your memory fade from this scarlet maroon, like it never happened. Could it be enough to just float in your own?
Oh, and that could definitely be a reference to her song Maroon from Midnight. The way that, like, in that song, it's an infatuation, like, this moment is so vivid in her brain, and now she's looking back on it, and it's like, I don't want to think about this. The things that I talked about in Maroon, those feelings that I had, I don't want to think about that anymore. Like, you've kind of ruined those moments for me.
So if you wanna break my cold, cold heart, say you loved me.
I wonder how that feels to try to move on from a situation, but you constantly have, like, your past in the back of your mind. And, like, you don't know, like, what things could have been, how things could have gone. It's just, it's over. And you have to move on. Like, you kind of have to force yourself to move on. But there are still so many questions, so many answers that you don't have to those questions. And you got to just kind of deal with it. Like, that actually sucks. And, again, I can't relate because I haven't been in, like, a serious relationship. So, like, everything that she's going through with a 6-year relationship, I can only start to even be this close to imagining what she's thinking about. Here we go with track 21, How Did It End? Oh, come on.
We hereby conduct this post-mortem. He was a hothouse flower to my outdoorsman.
I am gonna like this song because those let me know everything about this. And I have a good radar of if I'm gonna like a song based off of like the first 10 seconds, to be honest. That sold me. And now I love this rhythm and I love the melodies that she's singing in her lower register for this first verse.
He was a hothouse flower to my outdoorsman.
Yes, I love that.
Our melodies were such we could not cure them. The empathetic hunger descends. We'll tell no one except all of our friends.
Oh, I love that.
We were blind to unforeseen circumstances. We learned the right steps to different dances.
I love that. They both are doing things that are right in their eyes. They both are doing things that are correct. Nobody's necessarily wrong, but they're learning different dances. They're not in sync. That is an amazing bar. Like, that's a crazy good metaphor.
And feverishly calling their cousins. Guess who we ran into at the shops, walking in circles. How did it end? Say it once again with feeling, how the death rattle breathing silenced as the soul was leaving. The deflation of our dreaming, sitting in a tree. D-Y-I-N-G.
OMG!
It's happening again.
You're supposed to K-S-S-I-N-G in trees, not D-Y-I-N-G in trees, Taylor. God, Taylor!
I can't pretend like I understand, but I still don't know. How did it end?
Again, she writes so well from different perspectives because in this song, not only is she asking how did it end as if she's like an outsider watching the relationship, as if, like, for example, which verse? Maybe it was verse 2 when she said something like they were in the grocery store. Here, hold on. Then feverishly, hold on, I'm gonna find it. Grocery store. I don't think anybody mentioned a grocery store. That's just me in my head picturing where that scene took place. Then feverishly calling their cousins. Guess who we ran into at the shops? Okay, there was a mention of stores. Walking in circles like she was lost. Didn't you hear they called it off? One gasp, and then how did it end? Like, she talks about the situation as if she's an outsider and kind of like gossiping, like, oh no, they called it off? What happened? How did it end? And as an outsider, you don't have those answers because you need to talk to them directly to figure out how it ended. And then towards the end of the song, she even says, but I still don't know how did it end. So even if she is in the relationship, she's a part of that relationship, and her relationship ended, she still doesn't have those answers. And I like that. Like, the outside third party doesn't have the answers. The first party, first person perspective, Taylor herself, still doesn't know how things ended. And this was her relationship. And that's valid. Like, I really loved how she mentioned the dancing, the right dance moves to different dances. Like, that's a perfect description of right time, wrong place, or right people, wrong time. I don't know what that phrase or saying is, but I like how she's mentioning that nobody necessarily did anything wrong, but still things didn't work out how it should have or how she wanted it. That's a writer right there. Here we go with track 22, So High School. Now, this is one that I've seen talked about so much on Twitter. That's all. I don't remember what was said about it. I just remember people talked about this specific song a lot. So here we go with So High School. Okay, rock. This is the first switch up, jolting moment. I love it. Wait, I see what she's doing. She's definitely word painting with this instrumental. The fact that she's already reminiscing about high school, she feels this way, she feels so high school. She's playing music that you would hear in like a coming of age high school movie. I can definitely hear this song being played in that era. Whenever she was in high school, I don't know what time frame that would be for her, but this type of music would be played in all the movies, and this is what people listen to. Like, I definitely feel the nostalgia that's coming from the guitar and the instrumental in general. Like punk rock kind of. Oh, and the way she's delivering this. That's the line. That's the line right there. That's the line that I kept saying. Touch me while your bros play Grand Theft Auto. I was trying to look for it and call it out when I saw it, but this is the line. It fits the song. I don't understand I mean, I get it's Taylor, so people are going to be excessively mad when it's her, no matter what it is that she does. But like, the song fits the theme, or this lyric fits the theme of the song. She's being high school. She's talking about getting pulled into the back seat. Marry, kiss, kill. Truth, dare, spin the bottle. Like, is that not high school things? Like, things that you did when you were young? And like, I like how like kind of like promiscuous she's being. Like, she said, nobody's ever had me like you do. Touch me while your bros play Grand Theft Auto. That's such a high school thing. Are you saying you weren't sitting on your boyfriend's lap, or you didn't have a girl sitting on your lap, or a guy, or a girl and a girl? You didn't have somebody sitting on your lap, rubbing up on them, not trying to be like super explicit. You know, you had those intimate moments, even if they were in public or like with other people. Like, that's such a high school thing to do. So I don't understand why people made a big deal over that lyric.
I feel like laughing in the middle of practice.
What is he doing to her to make her sigh and moan? Like, that's what I mean. Like, she's kind of promiscuous on this song, a little risque. I like hearing this side of Taylor because I feel like I don't get to hear it from her a lot. She's very like closed off, especially when it comes to like her more like the sexual aspects of relationships. She don't really talk like that. She don't let us hear the nasty and dirty. So it's fun to hear it. Harmony in the back. Touch me while your bros play. Touch me while your bros play Grand Theft Auto. Touch me while your bros play I love that.
You already know, babe.
Oh, period. Y'all tried to shit on this song and it's so good. This is good. This can't be. I almost dragged him. I was about to say, this can't be Jack Antonoff. It's King Aaron. It's King Aaron Dessner. Yeah. He does it for me. If I can be completely honest, and I think I even said this in Midnight's, the deluxe part. He does it. He definitely does it for me. More so than Jack. If we had to do Team Jack or Team Aaron, which you don't have to do. You don't have to pit them against each other. But I'm going to in this moment, just for this moment. I'm Team Aaron, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah. Let me see who produced How Did It End too, just to see if we... Aaron Dessner. Okay, so this is gonna be the Aaron section, period. Yeah, I like So High School. I like how everything sounded so nostalgia and like high school back in the day, like the time that Taylor would be in high school. Like, I keep mentioning movies, but you know those coming of age movies where it starts, they're getting ready for school and you hear the rock song playing in the beginning, like it gives that vibe. So like, she did this to a T, meaning the word painting and the instrumental being very rock and high school, and the way that she sang and her delivery and the lyrical content also being very high school. And I love when she switched to her lower vocal because it gave that punk vibe. There was a way that she delivered in this specific song that just made the entire aesthetic so perfect for me. This might be my favorite one so far until we get to the next track. This is the track that I've been listening to. This is the one track that I've heard, but I haven't heard Taylor's version. I've heard Olivia Rodrigo's AI cover of I Hate It Here, and I love it so much. I play it almost every night. Like, it really helps me go to sleep. So yes, I know this song, but I don't know it because I haven't really heard Taylor sing it. But we're about to listen to Taylor's version of I Hate It Here right now. Let's do it. Quick,
Tell me something awful, like you are a poet, trapped inside the body of a finance guy. You see, I was a debutante in another life.
I love the way they say debutante, like both Olivia and Taylor. I like just the way they say that word is so pleasing to me. It just sends off something in my brain. This part.
I hate it here, so I will go to secret gardens in my mind. People need a key to get to. The only one is mine. I read about it in a book when I was a precocious child.
Yes! I love this song so much. You don't get it. Is this Aaron also?
My friends used to play
it's
a
Aaron.
game where we would pick a decade we wish we could live in instead of this. Nostalgia is a mind's trick. If I'd been there, I'd hate it. It was freezing in the palace. I hate it here, so I will go to lunar valleys in my mind. No mid-sized city hopes and small town fears.
Oh my God.
I'm most of the year 'cause I hate it here. I hate it here.
Doesn't this just sound magical though?
I'm lonely, but I'm good. I'm bitter, but I swear I'm fine. I save all my romanticism for my inner life. Lucid dreams like electricity. The current flies through me and in
That
my
electricity was crisp. Electricity.
way up there. I actually love it. I hate it here, so I will go to secret gardens in my mind. People need a key to get to. The only one is mine. I'm there most of the year 'cause I hate it here. I hate it here. Like you are a poet, trapped inside the body of a finance guy.
I can go to sleep right now. This is my lullaby. I Hate It Here, aka Devi's lullaby. Let me put a mark to this one. Like, I love it so much. I don't know how people feel about the AI thing. Like, I feel like some people might be upset that I listen to an AI version of another person. But listen, if I can defend myself, it's only because that AI version was going viral on TikTok. I didn't go looking for it. It went viral on TikTok and I heard it and I was like, ooh, this sounds good. Is this like an unreleased Olivia song? Then I typed in I Hate It Here, Olivia Rodrigo. on YouTube, and it said AI cover. So it's not even Olivia really singing, but I love it so much. I'm already hooked in. I'm never gonna stop listening to it. But I like this version too, and now I have the real version to listen to, which I love. But now I have both. I'm gonna listen to both. Such a banger. That might actually be my favorite song in the anthology. We'll talk about favorites and stuff at the end. But here we go with the next track. Thank You, aIMee. And this is the song people also were talking about where the K, the I, and the M are the only letters capitalized in the title. Kardashian. Let's go.
There's a bronze spray tan statue of you.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we're throwing shots, period. Taylor's so funny.
When I picture my hometown, there's a bronze spray tan statue of you. The same searing pain.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is just a thought in my head. I hate the fact that I'm about to bring this up, but it's okay, because it's in the past, it's over, it's done. But it's crazy how when all of this went down during, I guess this was before the Reputation era or during the Reputation era. Anyways, when she had that whole thing with like Kanye and Kim, the general public was not on Taylor's side. This was not something I was invested in. So I was aware of it, but I wasn't really tuning in for it. But I remember everybody being on Kim's side, on Kanye's side, and some phone call being recorded or something. But just basically, I'm trying to get to the point that Taylor Swift was like public enemy number one. And it's crazy to think about it today, how like she is quite literally the biggest artist out right now. And like, you can't fuck with her. Like, if they ever tried to do that today, they would be ended. I just think it's crazy how, like, there's been a complete swap of power. Like we love this woman, and not necessarily me, but, like, crazier stands will ride or die to the point of, like, you know, death threats and, you know, attacking other people. I just think it's crazy how, like, she has switched to this amount of, like, love in the general public that now if Kim or Kanye ever try something like that with her now, they would literally be done. Like, they should not even ever think of trying her. Like, I don't think Kim said anything about this because she quite literally has no room to stand. She can't speak about this, or her fans will end her. Taylor's fans will end her. I just think that's so crazy how far she's come. Because in 2018, 2019, like, it was very much F Taylor Swift, according to the general public. All right, let's keep going.
Scream, fuck you, aIMee, to the night sky as the blood was gushing. But I can't forget the way you made me heal. And it wasn't a fair fight or a clean kill each time that aIMee stomped across my grave. And it was always the same searing pain.
That makes me wonder how much bullying she went through, like, behind the scenes.
But I can't forget the way you made me heal. Everyone knows that my mother is a saintly woman. But she used to say she wished that she were dead.
Oh, shit.
That there wouldn't be this if there hadn't been.
Here we go with that perspective change. Because I do realize she's been saying, fuck you, aIMee, and the song is Thank You, aIMee.
One day, your kid comes home singing a song that only us two is gonna know is about you.
Oh, come on.
All that time you were throwing punches, it was all for nothing. 'Cause I can't forget the way you made me feel. Everyone knows that my mother is a saintly woman. But she used to say she wished that she were dead. Thank you, aIMee.
Again, that perspective flip. I like that she's mature enough to write from so many different sides. Like, she started the song off with, like, this woman, this bronze tanned woman has been bullying me. And it's not a good feeling. It's actually so bad that my mom, who is a saint, my mom, who is such a nice lady, wishes you were dead. Like, you've made me feel negatively in so many ways. And then she gets to the end of the song and she flips her perspective to being like, because I wouldn't be who I was if it weren't for you. And now your kids are coming home singing my songs, and they know it's between you and I. Is that a freaking spiral? Yes, it is. Derailed my entire train of thought, but I'm back. Towards the end of the song, she switches her perspective, and now it's like, without these moments, without you being a bully, it wouldn't have made me as tough as I am. It wouldn't have led me to the person that I am today, and I'm kind of stronger because of it. She says, she says something about healing, because I can't forget the way you made me heal. So yeah, I just love how like perspective is everything when it comes to her and her writing. It's never just like one-sided. There's always so many different points that she makes and so many different sides and feelings involved. That's why it makes it fun to listen to. Like her lyricism is really one of one. Here we go with track 25. I look in people's windows. I look in people's windows. I'm like, you're just sitting down watching a show, you look over out the window, and this is Taylor. Oh my God, that's so funny. Okay, here we go.
I had died the tiniest death. I spied the catch in your breath. Out, 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 out.
Oh.
Northbound, I got carried away. I look in people's windows in case you're at their table. What if your eyes looked up and let mine?
That would scare me.
Now, 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 now. I tried searching faces on streets. What are the chances you'd be down, 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 down? I look in people's windows like I'm some deranged weirdo.
Wait, I love this.
Christmas parties from outside. I look in people's windows.
Again, like, I just love the perspective that she has on songs. She made herself out to look like the crazy woman, a crazy person, a cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, not actually looking in people's windows, but like, she's being very dramatic, saying like, I search for you everywhere. And this kind of feels like it's a continuation from How Did It End? The way that like, she had to move on without answers, so now she looks for this person everywhere. She looks, hoping that this person is downtown. She's peering into random homes, hoping that, you know, at this specific moment in time, this person happens to be sitting at the dinner table and looks up and glances at her and sees her. She's not afraid of being anything but like perfect or perfect seeming in her songs. Literally calling herself a weirdo. Like, you gotta admit, that Christmas line, like, I'm some deranged weirdo, I attend Christmas parties from the outside. She's so funny. Oh my God. All right, here we go with track 26, The Prophecy. That was a short song, I'm just now realizing. Like, really short for Taylor.
Hand on the throttle, thought I caught lightning in a bottle.
She's mentioned those lyrics before in a different song already. What was it? So High School? I feel like it was So High School. I just need to, because it'll bother me if I don't figure it out. She literally used those same, like, bottle, throttle, or something. Yes, during the bridge, she says, truth, dare, spin, bottles, you know how to ball, I know Aristotle, brand new, full throttle. Because, like, you don't use throttle a lot in songs, so the fact that you used it, like, this frequently, I caught on. Like, I knew it was used recently. Okay, let's keep going.
But it's gone again. And it was written, I got cursed like Eve got bitten. A greater woman wouldn't beg, but I looked to the sky and said, please, I've been on my knees. Change the prophecy. Speak to about if they can redo the prophecy.
Oh, that hurts.
Mind play out like fools in a fable. Change the prophecy. Don't want money, just someone who wants my company. Let it once be me. Who, a greater woman stays cool, but I howl like a wolf at the moon. And I look unstable, gathered with a coven round a sorceress table. A greater woman has faith. I'm just a paper waiting, shades of grayish. Spending my last coin so someone will tell me it'll be okay. Please, I've been on my knees. Change the prophecy. Don't want money, just someone who wants my company. Pat around when I get home. I guess I miss a woman that I've lost hope. A greater woman is back, but I look to the sky and say,
Oof. This was a tough one. This was a really tough one. Like, not only did she turn to, like, faith, and this was very religious heavy. Like, she turned to God, and she's on her knees praying. But, like, what I'm caught on more than that is the fact that this, in her mind, is a prophecy. Prophecies are something that's, like, written in the stars. It's not something that you can change. It's like fate. It's meant to happen. It's meant to be that way. And, like, the way that she's writing, she's talking about being alone, not finding the one, not falling in love, not having that relationship, as if it's a prophecy, as if she'll never have that. She feels that's set in stone. This has been written into, like, my way of living by the higher beings, and the only way that this can change is if I beg them to change it, because it won't change any other way. Like, the control is now out of my hands. It's out of the world's hands. It's only up to these people that I'm praying to. I also like when she says, I guess a lesser woman would have lost hope. A greater woman wouldn't beg. But I looked to the sky and said, please. So, like, she's admitting that she hasn't lost hope. She's somewhere in the middle between a lesser woman and a greater woman. She hasn't lost hope, is what it seems like, but she also is still looking for that answer, looking for somebody to change that prophecy. She's still asking. So, like, if you look at it, I personally would say she's somewhere in that in between. But, like, the way that the lyrics are written is like, a lesser woman would have lost hope, and I haven't done that. But a greater woman wouldn't beg, but here I am begging. So what am I? That's why I say she's in the middle, for sure. This is a good one. This one was a good one lyrically. I didn't talk much throughout the song because I was heavily invested. Lyrically, it might honestly be my favorite, just because of the meaning behind everything that she's saying. Here we go with track 27, Cassandra, or Cassandra. Let's see how Taylor says it.
I was in my new house placing daydreams, patching up the crack along.
Oh, I love how she does that with the piano.
I pass it in the track.
Yeah.
In the streets there's a raging riot. When it's burn the bitch, they're shrieking. When the truth comes out, it's quiet.
Absolutely, yeah.
So they filled my cell with snakes. I regret to say, do you believe me now? I was in my tower weaving nightmares. What happens if it becomes who you are?
I love when she sings low.
So they killed Cassandra first, cause she feared the worst. And they knew the whole time that I was on to something. The family, the pure greed, the Christian chorus line, they all said nothing.
The perspective switch, she is Cassandra.
Stop the crack along the wall.
She tried to warn them.
I pass it in this track of what I'm saying. So they killed Cassandra first, cause she feared the worst. And tried to tell the town. They all said nothing. Blood slick, but nothing like a payroll. That they never spared a prayer for my soul. You can mark my words that I said it first. When the truth comes out, it's quiet. It's so quiet.
In Cassandra, Taylor Swift explores themes of betrayal, disbelief, and isolation using the story of Cassandra of Troy, a princess and a prophetess cursed by her ex-lover Apollo to always deliver true prophecy but never be believed. Cassandra told of the imminent ruin of the city of Troy, but due to Apollo's curse, she was not believed. In the same way, nobody heeded Taylor's true warnings. She recounts being in her new house filled with daydreams, but everything changes when she receives a a call, recalling, "That's where I was when I got the call." Swift portrays the chaos of being ignored and silent, singing, "When the first stone's thrown, they're screaming in the streets, there's a raging riot." Despite her warnings and fears, she's met with disbelief and hostility, lamenting, "So they killed Cassandra first because she feared the worst and tried to tell the town." Swift reflects on the toll of being unheard, wondering, "So they set my life in flames. I regret to say, do you believe me now?" She delves into the pain of betrayal, realizing blood's thick but nothing like a paywall, but they never spared a prayer for my soul. The song concludes with a haunting reminder of the silence that follows truth, singing, "When the truth comes out, it's quiet, it's so quiet." Through vivid imagery and emotional depth, Swift captures the struggles of speaking out against injustice and the loneliness of being disregarded in the same way that Cassandra was disbelieved when she spoke out about the imminent ruin of the city. Okay, period. What is Apollo? Is that Greek? That's Greek stuff, right? I want to say it is Greek. All right, here we go with track 28. Peter, the horse is here. Oh, I like this.
Forgive me, Peter, my lost fearless leader, in closets like cedar, preserved from when we were just kids. Get the feeling she did, and I didn't wanna calm down. Said you were gonna grow up, and you were gonna come find me. Said you were gonna grow up, and you were gonna come find me. Words from the mouths of babes, promises, oceans deep. They still a mind reader, a natural scene stealer. I've heard great things, Peter, but life was always easier on you. In different galaxies, and I didn't wanna hang around. We said it was just goodbye for now. Said you were gonna grow up, and you were gonna come find me. Words from the mouths of babes, promises, oceans deep, but never to keep. I won't confess that I waited, but I let the lamp burn as the men masqueraded. I hoped you'd return with your feet on the ground. Tell me all that you learned. Forgive me, Peter, please know that I tried to hold on to the day when you were mine. Said you were gonna grow up, and you were gonna come find me. Said you were gonna grow up, and you were gonna come find me. Said you were gonna grow up, but never to keep.
You guys, is this about Peter Pan? I don't know the story of Peter Pan, okay? Don't be mad. But like, she kept saying, "You said you were gonna grow up." So that makes me think of Peter Pan, because I feel like that was like a common theme or a line that was said in the movie, cartoon, TV show, whatever Peter Pan originally was. I feel like this person that she's talking about was personified as, or given the identity of Peter Pan, because he is like this magical person and he failed her. He was supposed to come back for her and never did. So it kind of like lets you know that like she looked up to this person, saw them as this magical being, and it wasn't all it was caked up to be. They still let her down because they left her and never came back. Here we go with track 29, The Balter. This was another variation for the vinyl. Let's go.
By all accounts, she almost drowned when she was 6 in frigid water. Splendidly selfish, charmingly helpless, excellent fun till you get to know her. Then she runs like it's a race.
She gotta go.
Back, her best mates laughed, and they nicknamed her the Balter.
I love like looking at her lyrics, or not the lyrics, but I love looking at her songs and trying to figure out like why it's called the way that it is. And I would have never guessed that the song The Balter is called The Balter because this girl, once like feelings are involved and they get a little too serious, she balts, she dips, so she's nicknamed The Balter. Every time I heard this title, I would always think of a literal bolt, like the metal bolt. I didn't know how she was gonna use that for a lyric, but I just went with it. There's so many songs where she does that, like So High School. I'm like, what are we about to talk about? The Manuscript. What is she about to talk about? What is an albatross? Are we about to talk about an actual black dog, like the animal? But no, it's a bar. Like, it's always different than what you expect it to be. The black dog is a literal bar. She's the bar. I have to change my battery, so I will be right back.
And then with the slam of the door, then he'll call her a whore. Well, she wouldn't be sore, but as she was leaving, it felt like breathing. It feels like the time she fell through the ice, then came out alive. He was a cat, wanted her back, taming a bear, making him care, watching him jump, then pulling him under.
They're toxic.
And at first blush, this is fate. She just knows she must bolt. Started with a kiss, oh, we must stop meeting like this. But it always ends up with a town car speeding. All her fucking lives flashed.
I like the way she says fucking.
It feels like the time of many faces. First they're off to the races, and she's laughing, drawing aces, but none of it is changing. That the chariot is waiting out the drive one evening, and then with the slam of the door, but she's got the best stories. You can be sure that as she was leaving, it felt like freedom. It feels like the time she fell through the ice, then came out alive.
She's a survivor. She's a fighter. She leaves. She's a leaver. She bolts. She's a bolter. She doesn't stay. And I guess that's a good thing, because I said that they were toxic, so it's good that she knew to get out of that situation. Instead of staying in that toxic cycle of maybe like good and bad off and on, it's like, okay, I gotta go. I'm gonna head my own way. I'll see you. Never. And then she dips. She bolts. Yeah, and it's freeing to her also. And she's been in these tough situations before, and she always manages to escape. There's escape and escaping. Here we go with track 30, Robin. We have a lot of names. We have Thank You, aIMee, Cassandra, Peter, Robin, lots of people. Clara Bow, Chloe or Sam or Sophia or Marcus.
Long may you reign. You're an animal. You are bloodthirsty. Strings tied to levers, slowed down clocks, tethered. All this showmanship to keep it higher and higher, wilder and lighter. Long may you roar at your dinosaurs. You're a just ruler.
This song sounds like it's in slow motion. And I don't know if I like it or not yet. I'm still deciding. That's why I haven't said anything, because I'm really trying to decide if I like the slowness of it all. Like, the instrumental is slow. Her singing is also slow. You usually will have like one or the other, but like they both are excessively and dramatically slow. Like, she's like dragging out her words to the heavens. And I'm trying to figure out if I like it or not. There are parts where I'm like, this sounds cool, but there's also parts where I'm like, okay, spit it out.
From you in sweetness. Way to go, tiger. You got the dragonflies above your bed. You have a favorite spot on the swing set. You have no room in your dreams for regrets. No idea. Way to go, tiger. Higher and higher.
The song was sweet. Like, the lyrics were very sweet, and like the entire song calmed me. Like, it made me feel like at ease and just relaxed. But I need more time with this one. I need more time with this one because I can see myself really growing to like it. But like on my initial listen, I'm kind of indifferent. Like, I don't know if it's a song that I would revisit often. I have to gradually, like, slowly make my way back to this one to see if I'm being dramatic or if I just didn't get it the first time and I'm gonna get it later. Because like I said, lyrically, it's sweet. It's not bad. I need more time with that one. We are at track 31, the final track on the Tortured Poets Department Anthology, and this is the Manuscript, another vinyl variant.
Now and then she rereads the manuscript of the entire torrid affair. He said that if the sex was half as good as the conversation was, soon they'd be pushing strollers. But soon it was over.
Ooh.
The age of him, she wished she was 30.
I love how, like, it's just this piano and then maybe like a violin or some string or some like humming instrument like quietly under the piano. But that piano note, just the one note at a time, is very like striking, and it makes this song very sad. 2 piano notes. Yeah, 2 are being played.
Now and then she rereads the manuscript. I'd give you my heart if you needed it. She rolled her eyes and said, "You're a professional." He said, "No, just a good Samaritan." In the age of him, she wished she was 30 and made coffee every morning in a French press. Afterwards, she only ate kids' cereal. She thought about how he said since she was so wise beyond her years, everything had been above board. She wasn't sure.
Oh, we're picking up.
The years pass like scenes of a show. The professor said to write what you know. And the actors were hitting their marks, and the slow dance was alive with the sparks, and the tears fell in synchronicity with the score.
Perspective, it's her.
But the story isn't mine anymore.
Wait, this was such a sad way to end the album. What the hell? She needs her happy ending. I want her to end an album with a happy ending, which I'm sure she has before, because I can't think of any of the final tracks on any of her albums. But like, oh my god, this was such a sad way to end the album. Even though it's sad, I love how she ends the song with, "The only thing that's left is the manuscript. One last souvenir from my trip to your shores. Now and then I reread the manuscript, but the story isn't mine anymore." If you look at the manuscript as a bunch of songs, she's collected all these songs over time, like describing her relationships, the ups and downs throughout her life and throughout life with these people. These were her personal stories. These were her memories that she made, that she held close to her. Even though the relationship failed, this manuscript is the last thing that she has to kind of like feel what was felt during that relationship. But I love how she lets us know that the stories aren't hers anymore. Like, once she put out the album or these songs or whatever it is, it's no longer only her story, because we all experience it now. And I love that idea of like, once you put something out, it's no longer yours. Beyonce's also said that before. Once something is public, you kind of have to let it go. And that's what she did with this album, or at least at the end of this song, is how she's letting us know that like, she's moved on. She's in a better place. Like, it's a bittersweet feeling. This song was sad, but I also get like why it was the last song. This album, The Tortured Poets Department, and all these stories and all these songs that we heard with these stories and the relationships and the people, it was private. It was all her at first, just for her. She put it out, made it public. We get to consume it. We get to enjoy it. We get to cry to it. We get to listen to it. and it's no longer just her private moment. Even though this is a sad ending, I do like the way that she ended it because it has like a few layers to it. And I think she even said that when she posted on Twitter or Instagram. She posted somewhere like, it's no longer mine, it's yours. Hold on, I'm about to find it. Because I remember being like, Beyonce said that before. Yeah, it's right here. When she released the anthology on Instagram, she said, "It's a 2 a.m. surprise. The Tortured Poets Department is a secret double album. I'd written so much torture poetry in the past 2 years and wanted to share it all with you. So here's the second installment of the Tortured Poets Department, the anthology. 15 extra songs, and now the story isn't mine anymore. It's all yours." I love that. That's actually a dope way to end the album. Very genius. Listening to this album finally after having it for a few months, like listening to these new songs, it definitely just like breathed a new life into the album. Because mind you, I had only heard the first 16 tracks from the original album, and now that I have all 31 tracks to listen to, it kind of like reawakened the Tortured Poets era for me. Because I mean, even though I haven't listened to the album in full in a really long time, I'm always listening to Guilty as Sin and Down Bad. Like, those are my two songs. But like, the fact that I can listen to all these songs now, I don't have to like make myself stay away from it. It's gonna help me stay in this era and stay invested longer, because she's touring. She's not really in like Tortured Poet Department mode. She gave us these songs and said, I have a tour to go back to, so let me handle that. And then we might come back to this, or we might do re-recording things. Like, I don't know what plan she has for this. But like, so far for this era, we've only gotten Fortnite as the music video. So I don't know what's installed for the Tortured Poets Department. On my first listen, because I have been able to sit with the original 16 songs a lot longer, I still want to say that I like the anthology section more. Not necessarily like, well, yes, I do think the songs are better. Aaron Dessner has a way of like pulling more out of Taylor Swift than Jack. And this is the second time where like it's been Jack, and then we get a deluxe version, and the deluxe version is Aaron, because that's how it was for Midnight's too. And I think the Midnight's 3 a.m. edition or Until Dawn edition, whatever she calls it, for like the second installment, those group of songs are, I would say they're sonically better, they're written better, they're produced better. And I feel the same way about these. Like, if I can be honest to you, the title track, the Tortured Poets Department, I don't even remember how that song sounds. Like, okay, I'm gonna go through these first 16 songs and I'm gonna say what I do remember. I remember Fortnite. I don't remember Tortured Poets Department. I don't remember how My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys goes, but I remember like the premise of it because the lyrics are kind of cool. I remember Down Bad. I remember So Long London because I love that intro. I don't remember But Daddy I Love Him. I don't really remember Fresh Out the Slammer. Florida, I remember. It's a banger. Guilty as Sin, I remember. It's my favorite. Who's Afraid of Little Old Me? I remember. That's a breaker. That's a banger. I Can Fix Him. No, really, I can't. I don't remember. Love of My Life. That's a banger. I remember that one. I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. That's a banger. I remember that one. Smallest Man Who Ever Lived. I remember. The Alchemy. I don't. Clarabelle. I don't. Like when I think about the album, and mind you, I haven't listened in a while, but when I think about the album, there are a lot of songs that don't stand out. But with this deluxe section, there are so many different moments, so many different highs and lows that you do remember. And I feel like Aaron should be main album. He deserves main albumness. Not saying that if you're a deluxe part that you're less than, but I think she should try switching it up for her next one. Like, maybe if she's gonna do another double album or give us a deluxe later on, she should start with the main album being Aaron, just to see how that feels. Because this album gets shitted on a lot, in my personal opinion. Like, I don't shit on it, but I see a lot of people talking about it. Compared to the other albums that we received this year, I feel like people are always like shitting on this one. I don't think it deserves that shit. I personally like it, but I do understand why people gravitate to the anthology more, because the songs are better. The songs do take you to a side of Taylor that we've seen before, but we haven't seen in a while, because it's normally Jack. Like, you have Midnights, and then you have 1989 re-recordings, and those deluxe tracks, they sound like I can't speak. They sound like Jack Antonoff. So like I feel like we're just kind of getting flooded with him. And she should definitely switch it up. Give us the Aaron album first, and then give us a deluxe with Jack. And see, I want to see like how that reception is gonna sound. I wonder if people are gonna like it off the jump instead of like hating it and disliking it the way they dislike this one. Because I've heard a lot of people talk about how the Anthology is the better half, and I agree. Now, am I going to listen to the entire album? Of course I will. I'm still going to listen to the first 16 tracks and the last 15. But I do think there's a big contrast between how she works with Aaron and how she works with Jack. And I am Aaron all the way. Like, these songs were good. These songs were really good. The songs that I saved were I'm Gonna Get You Back, The Albatross, How Did It End, So High School, I Hate It Here, I Look in People's Windows, The Prophecy, Peter, and The Manuscript. Out of those songs, I would say my top 3 are I Hate It Here for sure, and this is in no particular order. I Hate It Here, So High School, and then I kind of want to, it's either between Prophecy, because that one lyrically was just so good. Like, I love the idea and intention behind that one. Or I'm Gonna Get You Back. I'm gonna give it to I'm Gonna Get You Back for now. So I Hate It Here, So High School, and I'm Gonna Get You Back are my top 3. And I feel like these are the more like juvenile ones. Of course, I didn't pick like the super serious, mature sounding songs, but I like Taylor when she has her fun. Let me know your favorites and least favorites from the Anthology section down below in the comments. Which part you like more? Do you like the first half or the second half of the double album? Follow me on my social medias. They are here and linked down in the description below. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, and of course, click that notification bell so you're always notified when I post more Taylor. I don't know what she has coming next, but I'm going to be here for it. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.